Howdy everyone, how's it going? I'm Brands R Us, and today we're going to be taking a peek at the closing Big Kmart here in Wilmington, Pike Creek, Delaware. This store appears to have opened in 1980 and was announced to be closing on August 29th of 2019 with a planned closing date of December 15th that same year. By the time I got around to filming this store, most of the merchandise had been pushed up to the front of the store. Of the merchandise that was left, well, the selection was limited as customers have really been picking over it for the last month or so. One of the most telltale things that made it clear this store had been struggling for a while was that years ago the store removed their electronics department in favor of an expanded seasonal section. In fact, you can actually still see where the big electronics and music and video signs were, as the plaster used to cover the bracket holes in the wall is a slightly brighter white than the rest of the wall. Now, reaching the far left side of the store near the garden center, all the shelves were pretty barren, with the occasional sign still advertising toys that have long been sold off. In fact, certain parts of the store didn't even really feel like a Kmart, but rather a furniture store with all the miscellaneous fixtures strewn about. Although technically the garden center was closed, the door was propped open and I couldn't help but take a peek inside to see what remained. Not much was left besides a sticker with the different kinds of cards Kmart accepted, as well as a sign for a service button long gone. Now this was pretty neat. Throughout the store there were these little windows perched high up on the wall. Back in the days before CCTV existed, an actual security staff would sit perched up on top of the store and keep an eye out for any suspicious activity going on the sales floor. You can still actually find a lot of these in older department stores, but nonetheless it's a neat little relic. Something else that remained were these call for help buttons that were stationed throughout the store. I tried to buy one to bring one home, but sadly the store staff wouldn't allow it. Heading to the back layaway counter, there were a few shelves blocking off the area, though I was able to stick my camera back there and take a peek. Sure enough, there wasn't too much to see besides a few of these boxes filled with Kmart labeled drawstring bags and reusable bags that most likely were supposed to be for some kind of promotion at some point, but never ended up getting used. Now heading to the pantry section, not much remained as far as food goes. There were some water and other canned drinks scattered throughout the refrigerators, but other than that, everything else was just merchandise moved in from other departments. Other areas of the store have seen more deconstruction than others, with this front section of shelves having been removed early on in the liquidation process. Remember earlier how I said that the electronics department had been removed a while back? Well, that wasn't entirely true. In reality, the department had been demoted to a few measly shelves at the front of the store. And of course, I have to showcase the store's one measly remaining price scanner. It looks like they've since updated the decals on the unit, which is a little bit of a shame since I adore the old Big K and Super K style purple ones. Now, so far, we've only looked at half the store. The entire other half is dedicated to clothing, and quite a bit of it remained actually. Now this is pretty cool. Hiding away in the back corner of the store, I found this old coupon to Babies R Us with an expiration date of 2006. I love seeing what old tidbits of the past get revealed once the shelves are removed. And much like other Kmart stores from the 1990s, this store featured a K cafe, as denoted by this overhang. Of course the cafe is long gone, but the iconic checker-clad floor is actually still intact. The back kitchen area too has since been walled off, hidden away behind a locked door behind some of these new shelves. And lastly, I took a look up at the registers at the front of the store, and they unsurprisingly look just like the ones you'd find at any other Kmart store. They were these old dinosaur POS systems, a very elongated red checkout lane number on top. I was happy to see, though, that this store still had the "Thank you for shopping at Big Kmart" sign up front, as many stores in the area have since dropped the "Big" from the logo, leaving only the red K. And the last thing I took a look at before heading out was the outdoor area of the garden center. Now, real quick, here's another view of the inside portion, with the door we looked through earlier hidden away behind that half wall on the right. As per usual closing Kmart style, the garden center was completely empty, save for a forklift and some wheeled carts on the side. And that's going to really do it for today's episode. Once the store shutters for good, I'll come back to do a full video on the outside of the building. But for now, that's the Big Kmart in Wilmington, Pike Creek, Delaware. I'm Brandon R Us, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.